everybody. This is Mrs. Bean, your safety coordinator from GEO. You may not know me yet because you met Philip Gill, our scholar coordinator, but I'm here to tell you some information about what form you need to fill out if you're a non-resident scholar who has no U.S. income and are a tax non-resident. So, what does it mean to be a tax non-resident? It means that you have not been in the U.S. for more than 2 years since 2013 as a J or an F or an M or a Q visa holder. So if that's you, you only have to fill out this one simple form and send it to the U.S. Tax Service, which is called the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, for every year that you're in the United States as a non-resident taxpayer. So we have this form available in GEO. We have a sample that says Scholar Sample. The form is called an 8843 form, and it's super simple, and I'm going to show you how to fill it out right now. So first of all, at the top of the form, you write your first name and initial. That means your full first name and the first letter of your middle name if you have one. Then you write your last name. That's your family name. And then you write your U.S. taxpayer ID number. That means the Social Security number if you have one. If you don't have a Social Security number, you can just leave that blank or you can write none. Next, it asks for your address in your country of residence. So you have to write your address at home or your country of your last tax residence, wherever you were living before coming to the United States. And even if you don't still have that address, just write the address in there because as a non-resident taxpayer, you have to have an international address. Okay, then you write your address in the United States. That's the address where you're living now. The next section is Part 1, General Information. So on 1A, it asks for the type of U.S. visa, for example, J1 visa, and the date that you entered the United States. So you're going to just write J1 and the date that you first entered the U.S. for this research scholar program, which is on your I-94, the first I-94 that you used when you entered the United States, or that you received when you entered the United States. Then on 1B, it asks for the current non-immigrant status, and if you changed your status, to write the date of change. If you were not here in the U.S. changing your immigration status, you don't need to write anything. But if you changed your immigration status from within the U.S., you write your new immigration status and the date that that change was approved. On number 2, it asks for your country of citizenship during the tax year. That's 2019. If you had more than one citizenship, you use the citizenship of the passport that you used to enter the United States. Then on 3A, it asks what country issued you a passport. Again, use your passport country from the passport that you used to enter the United States. On 3B, it asks for your passport number. Enter your passport number. And then the most difficult question on the form is actually 4A and 4B. So in 4A, it asks the days that you were in the United States in 2019, 2018, and 2017. So you have to count the actual number of days that you were in the U.S. during those years. Luckily, we have Google, so that's awesome because you can go to Google and look up a date calculator and put in the days that you came in and the days that you left, and it will give you the exact number of days in each one of those years. Then in 4B, it asks you to enter the number of days in 2019 that you can claim for a crazy test that you don't need to know much about. But basically, all you're writing on 4B is the same number of days that you wrote for 2019 in 4A. So 2019's days in 4A is the same number of days in 4B. Finally, Part 2 is the teacher and trainee section. I know many of you are here doing research, not necessarily teaching or training, but this is a section that you have to fill out as a J1 research scholar. So in number 5, it asks the name, telephone number, and address of the school where you taught or did research in 2019. You don't need to worry about the phone number. You just write the University of New Mexico. And that address is 1 University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. They basically just want to know the school that you were at or that was authorized to give you your DS 2019. Then in 6, it asks for the director of the program. I put Linda Melville, which is my real name. My pseudo name is Mrs. Bean. But anyway, you write Linda Melville, and then the University of New Mexico, and then Albuquerque, 87131. All right, the next question is number 7. It asks if you were in the U.S. in J or Q status in any of the following years: 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. So if you were here in any of those years in J or Q status, you just write the letter J or Q in each one of those years. If you weren't here, you just leave it blank. In number 8, it asks, were you present in the United States as a teacher, trainee, or student, that is FJ, M, or Q, for any of more than 2 years in the last 6? So if you, between 2013 and 2019, you were here for less than 2 years, you're going to write no to that question. And those are the people essentially that need to fill out this form. So when you're done that section, all you do is turn it over and sign the back and put the date. Then you're going to take a picture of the form or make a photocopy for your records, and you're going to put it in an envelope and send it to the address that's on the form that we give you at GEO. The address is Department of the Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, Austin, Texas, 73301, 0215. You're going to put it in an envelope. You're going to walk it across the street to the post office. There is a post office on Cornell across from campus, right next to Saggio's. You put a stamp on it and you stick it in the mail sometime before April 15th. And then you're finished and you've done everything you need to do for 2019's taxes. Happy tax filing. See you later.
Hi, my name is Philip Gill, and I approve of this message.